when I was 5 years old. But what's really interesting and surprising to a lot of people is that she has continued to have a very great influence on my life even today, after I think 12 years of her demise. And I'm just going to share a bit about her personality and a couple of stories that I remember so well about her. The first thing people ask me is that, how can you remember so much? You were 5 years old, and that's a really, really young age. But I remember every single conversation I had with her. And her stories were not just stories, they were life lessons in a way. I mean, through her fables, through her lessons about the Mahabharata and the Gita, she actually taught me a lot of what I'm using in my life right now. So she wasn't a typical role model. I mean, she was overweight, she was diabetic, she was slightly abusive, she had a great sense of humor. She sometimes rubbed people off the wrong way, but at the same time, whoever she interacted with, she touched their lives in so many ways that it's amazing. People still come up to me and tell me what a great influence she had on their lives. And in my Karnal house, that's our ancestral home where my grandmother was actually, she lived most of her life there. My father was born there and I grew up there. And she was a small town politician, a woman who was a single mother, and she really transcended a lot of boundaries because her husband died when she was, I think, 40 years old. So she had to run family businesses, she had to single-handedly mother my father, and she had to take care of everything. But she did it so beautifully and so effortlessly that it just inspired everyone around her in a countless number of ways. And villagers and people who she knew actually still come to my house in Karnal asking for her. And for them to know that she's not there anymore is as moving as it is to the family. So you can just imagine what a profound impact she had on everyone. Some of my favorite memories of her would probably be me sitting with her and giving her a checkup with my plastic stethoscope and my doctor set, and I would promise her that I would cure her when I was older. And she always never failed to remind me that it wasn't only her that needed the curing and the help because she was diabetic, but millions of other people as well. So in a way I blame her for fostering my lofty ambitions, but at the same time I couldn't be more grateful because I still have the same dreams as I did when I was a child. I still want to be a doctor and I want to help a lot of people around the world, and she still inspires me to date, and I'm sorry, but she was the greatest person that I knew, and you guys are really lucky to have your grandparents here, so spend as much time with them and just make the most of it. Thank you.
That is what grandparents are. They are loved and remembered so fondly. And they are missed. They are missed not just for what they did for us, but what they made us into. Now I call upon Sukeshi from Basant Valley School